Felicia Shante. Felicia Shante. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me, V, or Felicia Shante. I wanted to come and make a video today discussing my pregnancy experience so far, or the pregnancy symptoms that I've had so far. I am 39 weeks and 5 days. I am due next week, August 28th. If you did watch my previous video, we are expecting a little girl. We found out early December of 2018. So we're super excited, super nervous. We're both first-time parents. So it's a lot of, we don't know what to expect. It's definitely been a emotional roller coaster for me. The first pregnancy symptom that I wanted to talk about that I put in my notes is nausea or morning sickness. I've had morning sickness since the first trimester. It was so bad that I started out at 155 pounds and I am 5'6", and I lost a ton of weight. I couldn't keep anything down. My doctor prescribed B6 pills, so what I would have to do is cut the pill in half and take the pill 20 minutes before eating with water, and that helped. Once I started taking the pills, I gained back all of the weight that I lost. So now, and don't quote me, I am 169 pounds. So I started off at 155, I lost a bunch of weight, I was able to gain weight back, and now I am 169 pounds. For my height and my BMI, my doctor suggested that I gain anywhere between 15 to 25 pounds. So I've been trying to watch what I eat, but mostly what I crave is sugar food. So I try to make sure that I'm not eating anything that's overly sugary, and I'm trying to stay within the 15 to 25 pound weight gain. Another pregnancy symptom that I experience is lower back pain. It typically happens here, but a fix for me was purchasing a pregnancy belt, so that helped, and it also helped here in the front as well. I'm not sure if that's like Braxton Hicks, because again, I've never had it before. I can feel my stomach get really tight, but normally for the most part I have lower back pain and lower stomach pain as well. But it was a relief to purchase a pregnancy belt and also to have a heating pad. So I'm one of those weird people where I want it cold and I want the heating pad on my back. So that that has helped for me a whole bunch. The lower back pain probably didn't start until maybe the end of my second trimester, but having the pregnancy belt and the heating pad has definitely worked wonders. Another pregnancy symptom that I wrote down is mood changes. I'm not one of those people where I got really snappy and then I was really nice. That definitely hasn't been me. But for me, it's been mostly like I'm either really happy or I get really sad. It's definitely been that way from the beginning, since the first trimester. So for example, I could be watching a movie and I get really sad. Or for Mother's Day, my husband purchased a Mother's Day card for me and I went into a different room to read it only because I knew I would cry. And when I came back out, I had like big crocodile tears coming out of my eyes. Like, I don't consider myself a crier at all, but I definitely cried. Another time recently that I cried was, you have to do your pregnancy, your kick count. Baby needs to kick maybe 10 times in an hour. And I know the further along that you are, they say that, it's less room in the stomach for the baby to move. So for me, she kicks like early in the morning, and then maybe after a meal, or if I drink something really cold, I can feel her moving. And this particular day, my husband asked me, he said, "Hey, did you do your kick count? Did you get your 10 kicks?" And I thought about it and I was like, I'm not really sure. I felt her moving earlier, but I had so much other stuff on my mind I couldn't remember if I had got my 10, kicks for that day or however you want to say. Like, I just couldn't remember. And when we sat down, he was like, well, let's do it now. So I drank some cold water, didn't feel anything, had a really sugary drink, didn't feel anything. I waited and ate a Reese's, didn't feel anything. So I started crying. And what he did was, sometimes when we go to the doctor and they check for her heart rate, she moves a lot. It's as if she's running away from them. And they'll put their hand, down on my stomach, and they'll press to get her to move to one side. So he kind of did that, and I don't know if she was in there asleep or if she was being stubborn or if she had just found a comfortable spot to lay in, but she started moving and then she wouldn't stop moving. So it definitely scared me, and I started crying, and I told him, I said, well, if we don't feel anything like within the next, few minutes or within the next 20 minutes, then we'll just get dressed and go to labor and delivery. But that did make me cry. So I don't think I've been really snappy, but I do feel like since being pregnant, I've been very emotional and I start crying, and I cry very easily. And I don't consider myself a crier before pregnancy. Of course, everyone cries, but I don't cry as easily. So that's definitely something that's very new to me. Another pregnancy symptom that I've had is sore breasts. They get really sore, like at the bottom, like it feels really heavy. I went from being a B cup to a C cup. So keep in mind that I have a cyst in both breasts, so I'm not sure if that contributes to my level of pain. I think it's tolerable, but again, everyone's pain tolerance is different. For me, it doesn't bother me. I've had it probably since the beginning. Some days are worse than others. Like some days I'm like, oh, it kind of hurts, or I'll feel pain like here, and I'm not sure if that's just normal back pain or if that's just because my breasts are heavier. So that's definitely something new. Like pre-pregnancy, before my period would start, my breasts would always hurt, and I'm not sure if again that's because I have two cysts. I have a cyst in each breast, or if that's just hormones. My doctor said it's just hormonal related, and there's really nothing that I'll be able to do about it. So sore breasts, it doesn't bother me, but I've definitely noticed that they're definitely sore. It's not an everyday thing, but they're definitely sore. So they're sore here, and nipples are very sensitive. I think that bothers me more than sore breasts. Like if I'm in the shower and I'm taking like a warm shower, like the water hits my nipples, and for some reason it's not a comfortable feeling. Like it feels very uncomfortable. And that's been the same way since the first trimester. One other pregnancy symptom that I wanted to discuss is anxiety. I'm not sure if when it started or what I'm having anxiety over. I think it's just delivery and bringing the baby home and not sure what to expect. And you try to be positive and say, oh, okay, well, it'll go this way, or you're hoping that it goes that way, but everyone's delivery is different. And I am the second oldest of 7 kids, so I've had my fair share of changing diapers and making bottles and helping out. But again, that's someone else's child, and this child will belong to me. So it makes me a little nervous. I'm not really sure what to expect, so I think I have like a lot of built up anxiety. I'm not sure if that'll get better after pregnancy. I'm hoping that it does. I don't ever remember having anxiety this bad before pregnancy, and it's horrible. So that has probably been the pregnancy symptom that I've had since the beginning. The last symptom that I wanted to discuss was swollen gums. When I went to the dentist and told him about it, because I didn't have this before pregnancy, he said it would be classified as pregnancy gingivitis, and other than your cleaning, to make sure that you're brushing and flossing, I did change my toothpaste to incorporate something that had fluoride in it. So my toothpaste has fluoride in it, the mouthwash does, and I'm not sure about the floss. Another thing that I added, other than brushing and flossing twice a day, is I added salt in warm water, or sea salt in warm water, and the coconut oil pulling. I'm not sure if it's helping. I noticed that my gums feel a little bit of relief, but I'm hoping that it's helping and that it's making it better. I know when I Google, because I consider myself Google Queen, I'm Dr. Felicia. Some women said that for them, they had like things where like their gums were really swollen and their teeth shifted and their teeth became loose. So for me, that just added to my level of anxiety, where I felt like I was always checking my teeth. Like every time I would go to the bathroom to wash my hands, I'm checking my teeth. Like, is my teeth loose? How do my gums look? Like, it was like I developed like OCD. Like every time I would eat something, especially if it was something that had sugar, which is mostly everything, I was brushing my teeth. And my friend said, you know, Felicia, I think you're over brushing and that you're brushing too much, which will cause more harm than it will, you know, than it's helping you. So I cut back and I was like, yes, you're right. So what I do now is that after I get done eating, I'll rinse my mouth out with warm water instead of me running to the bathroom to brush and floss, you know, every single time. Now I do floss after I eat, but I was to the point where it was like every time I would eat, I had to brush and floss. It was every single time. So I've gotten better, but it was horrible. That's a completely different story. So anxiety is definitely up there, and then the swollen gums just added to my level of anxiety. I haven't really had many other pregnancy symptoms. Headaches, I would get migraines and headaches before pregnancy. I haven't had that, thankfully. The increased need to go to the bathroom, I haven't had that. If I drink water, you know, all day from the time I get up to the time that I go to bed, of course I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't feel the need to like rush. Now sometimes I do, and when I go to the bathroom, I have noticed that I'm expecting like a lot of urine to come out, and it's only just a little bit. That's definitely happened, but it hasn't been where I've been out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom, I can't hold it. It definitely hasn't been that way for me. My legs have not swelled. My feet, haven't swelled either. I don't know if that had changed after pregnancy. I know some women say they gain weight and then they end up going up a shoe size. For the most part, I can still fit all of my shoes and all of my sandals, so I haven't had any problems with swelling. My hands are not swollen. My wedding ring still fits. Other than what I've talked about, that's been the only pregnancy symptoms that I can think of. And I know you guys are thinking like, oh, it's really late in the game. I know most women record their videos like when they're trying to conceive and you're able to keep up with their whole journey. My goal was to start a YouTube channel, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. So now it's kind of towards the end, and I wanted to start my channel. I plan on uploading a video at least once a week, if not once every 2 weeks, depending on how the schedule is with the baby. I also wanted to show you guys my stomach. So here is a front shot and then a side shot, and I'll do a side shot from this side as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave any video ideas for me. I have ideas in mind that I want to do. It's just I have to get to it and start uploading videos. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.